Ah, shit. Here we go. Here are the first things of just trying to start our stuff. My name's Angel Orozco, and I'm fucking up. But anyways, coming to you from West Texas, man, and trying to get some content out there, talk to people we know, and try to reach out and just talk, really. Here's my buddy, Epi. Go ahead and take it over.
Like Roscoe said, my name's Epi, both from West Texas. We're just trying to get a feel for this, and hopefully we can meet some people out there that think the way we do with our podcast. So,
yep. So what do you think, man? How do you want to go about this?
talk about anything and everything, man. Anything, politics, music, movies, gossip.
Yeah.
Everything, man.
So, I think the biggest one right now, I mean, we're probably a little delayed on this, but it's that Will Smith shit. What do you think of that?
The setup. Oh, man. Dude, I think it's just, it was a setup. That's what I think it was, man. I think they did that on purpose, kind of. I mean, they don't have any followers, man. Nobody cares about the Oscars. I don't, anyway.
Right. Yeah, when I think the Oscars, I think more like a formal type thing. And, dude, their ratings have been in the dump, like super dumpish. And we've talked about this before, but I don't know, man. There's been a lot of memes and all things coming out, like on TikTok, Instagram,
yep,
Facebook, you know. But I don't know. Do you think they're losing ground as far as like celebrities, you know, trying to influence the people, or?
Well, that's definitely, yeah. I think beating each other off wasn't working anymore, man. They had to state something, man.
You know, but I really think, you know, during like the last 2 years, they were like using celebrities to try to sway the public to go one way or another, if you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
And, you know, endorsing and, you know, the reason I do this, and, you know, just trying to playing a guilt trip on the people, you know, to try to get certain things done or get certain fame.
Yep. I think they lost credibility during the Rona, man, during the pandemic. They weren't putting nothing out. The only thing they were doing was hanging around the house, showing people how hard it was to stay at home whenever they got all the amenities, and not everybody's like that, man. So,
yeah,
I think they lost a little bit of cred there, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just celebrities themselves. I think that the quality of movies have dropped dramatically.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. It's just, like we said before, movies are changing. Do you think that possibly they're conditioning for anything yet to come, or possibly because the movies I see, it's this can happen, or the Earth this, or AI, you know, who knows? But what do you think? Is it a way to normalize the public to see if anything, or they could sway us to think of a certain way?
I believe so, man. I mean, look at all the hidden symbology and the hidden meanings behind movies. I mean, you got your movies that are, you know, that tug at the heartstrings, you know, tearjerkers. Then you got your movies that, you know, Batman, the Joker.
Yeah.
You know, what was he trying to tell us something, or was he just thinking out loud?
Yeah, I don't know. The last Joker was pretty intense. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Give credit to what's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix, or
yeah,
yeah,
that dude. Yeah. He's definitely different. But I don't know, man. That Joker was pretty good.
Well, see, and that's the thing. They try to sway you with, you know, you're looking at it from his point of view. You know, You're not looking at it from the victim point of view. You're looking at it from his point of view, how people ridiculed him, how he was dealing with his issues, and still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but he definitely had some mental unstable abilities.
Yep.
And I think the funniest part when he goes to the mental place and he asks that guy for those records, and he snatches and runs like a madman. Yep. But he actually uncovers a lot of information. and I think that was the turning point in the movie where he was just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go the way I feel,
Yep.
and that's it.
Yeah, he's not gonna follow the crowd. He's gonna follow what he feels, man.
Yeah,
So I think so, man. Hollywood's good at doing that. Like you said, here lately, doesn't seem that way anymore. It seems like they're just trying to push stuff out just because they didn't do nothing for the last couple of years. You know what I mean?
yeah, and a lot of those were like B-rated movies
I thought
during
they
the
were.
whole pandemic stuff.
I thought they were.
I mean, they were kind of trash. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess, is there a possibility that like these filmmakers are required by law to put out movies regardless, or does it come to funding?
Yep.
Stuff like that. I don't necessarily know.
Well, I mean, maybe funding, because Nick Cage was on a roller for a while, man.
Yeah.
I mean, given they were low budget movies, you know what I mean? Nothing great, but yeah, I think the quality sucks now, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like this Batman. I really like Dark Knight. Heath Ledger definitely hit on a lot of stuff in that movie, and it was. I think. I again think they're trying to put it in a perspective that not all good guys are good.
Yep.
And sometimes the bad guys also have a reason to do what they do.
Yep.
And I think that's in not only Batman but a lot of other movies as well. Yeah, I just think it's that fucking Batman is pretty crazy.
Well,
But
go ahead. Sorry.
no, go ahead, man.
I was gonna tell you, man. The Boys on Amazon, man. You gotta watch that
Is
because
it
you
good?
get, you get how the good guys are the bad guys. You know, and it only in front of the cameras they do good things. You know,
Yeah.
outside of the camera angle, they're just like whatever, man. So
Like fuck it, right?
that's a good show, man.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of movies, man, so obviously there's a war, so to speak, going on right now. One of the best movies, I don't know if you see War Dogs with
Yep.
what's that dude's name?
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie definitely explains how like money gets involved, to outfit a soldier, stuff like that. Some of the dealings that not only the government does, but private contractors, citizens. I mean, it includes everybody.
Yep.
But it makes you wonder, why are we still arguing with other countries when it takes other countries to fund a war?
Yep.
I don't get that. I still don't get it.
No, I don't either, man. And I think most of the public probably doesn't unless you're involved in a day-to-day, business like that. Most of us, normal working folk don't know that, man. I mean, we don't. It's not that we don't care. It's just we got other shit going on. But yeah, man. I mean, the government just doesn't operate on the government itself, man. It depends a lot on contractors and other businesses, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So the government's a big one, man. Like, I hate to say it. I mean, I was in the service, and I've seen a lot of things, and I've been through a lot. But one thing that winds me up is that there's one word that explains everything going on in the world right now, and it starts with control. I think as long as certain people or certain countries have control, that's pretty much our outcome on what's going to go on with our life, man. And we don't really have a say in it.
Nope.
I don't think so. I mean,
no, man. Especially in these times that we're living now, man. And during COVID and after COVID, I think it woke a lot of people up. A lot of people that didn't want to admit to it, and some that already knew, including ourselves, we already knew, and now it's just coming to fruition. I mean, nothing's a conspiracy anymore, man. You can't say this today. You can't say a thing today and then not think it's going to come true. Because man, 2 weeks down the road,
yeah,
it's coming.
Oh, everything, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the hell? You know what I'm saying? You go there and you stress out, you get a pimple and it pops up.
Yep.
The same thing.
Yep.
They talk about all this a conspiracy. I'm sorry. And then 2-3 weeks later, they got to admit, and they I want to make very clear that it's the ones that have pure control of what the people do right now.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
so that's a pretty tripped out thing.
Well, you know, it's funny about that because we were talking about that the other day. We as consumers do not have any rights. We don't.
Yeah.
You know, you have the illusion of choice
Right.
because when you go to the store, you're allowed to pick this, pick that. You know, you can pick, you know, Apple over Samsung. Doesn't matter. That's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to, you know, for example, you don't want these apps tracking you, or you don't want Google tracking you, or whatever. You don't have a choice. You agree to their terms, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go in there and cherry pick what you want, what you don't want. You don't get that choice.
No.
You know, and it's the same thing with government. They're not asking us. You know, they go up there and vote on different bills, and they haggle with one another, get whatever they want out of it, and that's how they pass bills.
Yeah.
You know, and totally get it, man. We're not in control of our own lives anymore.
Yeah.
We're in control just of our local life, basically, somewhat.
Right. But don't you think us being local, that has an impact as well? You know, so I remember when I was little, like something as simple as PTA meetings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mom used to go to them all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and let's just start there. There was school. How many parents actually go to PTA meetings? I hate to say, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, but they've made it too convenient to where the parents don't have to.
Yep.
But at the same time, you know, we see it all over the news. These parents go barge into a board meeting and express their concern.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we as a community, and it don't matter where. I think here in Texas we have a bigger voice in that, you know, versus other states. So I don't know, man. I think they've made it really easy for us just to kind of let the parents, you know, hey, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We're making choices for your own kids, you know,
For your kids.
yeah, for your kids, you know. But you know, and they use it in the we're molding the future, you know, and all that shit there. But yeah, so if we could get more involved and help out in the community,
Mm-hmm.
and start reaching out to our legislators and then move into the chain of command, you know, I think we could actually turn around a lot of the issues that we got.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just a working class citizen, man.
That's it, man.
You know, you and I are going to change the world.
No, there's no way, man. And you know, just for people out there listening, we're gonna be all over the place, amateurs. So,
Yeah.
no, you're right, man. You're right. We don't, man. I mean, and that's the thing. We as humans have come to like easy.
Yeah.
You know, whatever makes life easy. Man, if the trash could take itself out, dude, my wife wouldn't complain about me, man.
I'll tell you.
You know, but and it's coming. I'm sure eventually.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I got the Roomba at the house that, you know, sweeps the floor for my wife. You know, but
Yeah.
it's easy. We like easy, man, and we're gonna take easy wherever they give it to us, whether it's in politics, and the schools, work, even. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because every individual thinks their life is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not saying nobody's life is no better than the other, but they've made it feel like I'm the only person.
Yep.
You see it in driving, especially where we live.
Oh.
Good Lord.
In a hurry to get to the red light, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're sitting there, like prime example, we had a wreck on the freeway, on the interstate, and we talked about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And both lanes were full, jam-packed. And I was in the right lane, the slow lane, they say. But over here, it's the right lane's the fast lane.
Yeah, it is.
So we were at a dead stop, and I'm just waiting along. And dude, so you know the shoulder with the rumble strips and all that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, all of a sudden, 4 cars come zooming by. Boom, 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 boom. I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was not trying to be an asshole, but I said, you know what? I hope them fucking people get a ticket.
Yep.
Well, by the time I wormed my way, the state trooper had their ass.
Yep.
But, I mean, that just shows. And I was in stationary for maybe 5 minutes until I saw that happen, you know. So, I don't know, man. I just, like I said, I think we became impatient, like you said, because everything